Hi, this is Brian again, ZL3XDJ on a beautiful sunny winter's day, and I think about 16 degrees, and we're just out in the garden, and we will be looking at antennas. So we'll just have a wee look down here. So what I'm basically going to do, just a bit of a recap on antennas I've got outside, and then we'll go through to the shack end, and then using the antennas and the radio equipment to try and get a QSO this evening. The bands are in very poor shape, so that might be a bit of a challenge, but anyway, here we are outside in the garden. And basically just a reminder, we're looking at here, we've got this fellow here, which is a 40-meter vertical antenna, which has got a couple of guys up there. That's just a standard DX Commander Classic with a wire going up the side of it, which I think is about 10 meters long, tuned for 40 meters, and right next to it here, this is the old cheap $3 painting pole, just an aluminium painting pole, which is actually just stood alongside of it, literally just fastened to the fence. No fancy stuff here. Just very basic. What you see is what you get. So this one on the left is the 20-meter vertical, about 5 meters long, and then we have the coax comes out of the coax is actually connected to the base of both antennas, and that just goes off across the ground, under the ground, over here, under the house, and up into the shack. And obviously there's a few radials. Sunlight's defeating me a bit today, but there's some radials coming out, just laid under the gravel from a while ago. So that's the basic setup here, is 40-meter vertical resonant, 20-meter vertical resonant, both connected to the same coax into the house. The 20-meter vertical has a bit of a backup, because over here we have the 20-meter vertical, once I get out of the sun, 20-meter vertical parasitic reflector. So the driven element back here is roughly about 5 meters tall, resonant on 20 meters, and 5 meters behind it, because I'm looking for a long path that way on an evening. I never get up early enough to go on short path. So we have a 5.1 painter's pole, another $3, so $6 for the antenna. And this is just a basic parasitic reflector. The reflector and the driven element are not connected in any way, shape or form. It's just literally a reflector with, as you can see down here, a few radials scattered around on the ground. And basically that it gives me about 1 or 2 S points gain around long path into Europe, and the noise reduction I've found is also quite significant. So that's the basic setup. As I say, a couple of aluminium painting poles, $3 each. I actually had some extension, 3-core extension cable, which was getting a bit long in the tooth, so we just stripped that down and put a few radials around and out in the ground, and etc. And that's the basic antenna set up here, the system seems to work quite well. Long path anyway, which we hope will get on the radio a bit later, and we'll show you that. So, hi, here we are in the shack then, and we're just going to look at just quickly look at the radio equipment I actually use, and then we'll see if we can get any contacts on the bands this evening. I actually think there may be a CW contest on, so that might spoil things a wee bit. But we'll, and I don't think conditions are fantastic anyway, but we'll have a look. So at this end here, apart from the computer obviously, a couple of Morse keys here. One here is bencher, which I think's connected. And this is ETMBC paddle Kia. With one or two CQ memories on it here. And up here in the corner we have an old MSJ tuner, which I very rarely use because my antennas are resonant, unless I have to go on 30 meters. The 40 meter vertical will tune on 30 meters quite easily with the wee MFJ 941C tuner, which I had for a lot of years. Just above it is a small switching unit that I made, which actually switches from the radio, and that gives me a receive antenna, so it switches onto the resonant vertical antennas on transmit, and if I wish I can actually have it automatically go to the 80 meter dipole, which I find works quite well on receive. And for that purpose, 80 meter dipole on receive, which is going through the Yaesu tuner, so I can just tune the 80 meter dipole on receive and just get a bit better reception. And because I transmit on the excuse me, on the vertical antenna, which is a little bit noisy, sometimes it's far better to listen on the dipole, especially on 40 meters. We might be able to have a listen here. So that's the vertical antenna you can hear, and we'll just switch over to the receive antenna and back again. So the noise does go down quite a bit. But on the other bands, I don't really need to use the receive antenna. And on 80 meters, the tuner works directly as a tuner on 80 meters if I've got a scope up the band a wee bit. The Kenwood TS480 Hotel X-Ray 200 watt version, I just found that it's got a really good receiver on it. CW sideband filters in make a big difference. Let me have a listen here. Find a signal. That's on 600 hertz bandwidth, going down to 50. I think that works really well for me. That's just the head unit of the TS480. The base unit is down over here on the floor, along with a 50 amp PSU over that side. And up here to the left, we have a little, let's see if we can get some light on this here, a little QCX 5 watt CW transceiver on 20 meters, and just a small 2 amp battery on the 12 volt 2 amp battery on, just sat on the back of it. And just in between the two, I've got a DC to DC regulator, so it just takes the 12 volt battery up to where are we, 13.8 for me. That's the basic setup here. And just have a listen on here. Actually, I'll just switch this. Let you have a listen at the QCX, which has got a really good, I think it's 250 hertz CW filter on it, so works very well. Just go along the band, see if it. Yeah, so that's on 20 meters. Weak station there, but the other one's quite strong. AA something. Okay, got a French station on there working what seems to be a contest. As I say, I might struggle a wee bit on CW to get a contact. Let's have a little listen across the band, see what else we can hear. Somebody tuning up. Oscar Kilo station calling CQ test. It's got a great receiver on this little. And it's got all the menus inside like a normal rig to alter it any way you want to. And it's great for like portable use when I go down to the beach. Just with a vertical, 5 watts, get into Europe really well if you need the sea. So that's show the antennas outside, which are fairly simple and straightforward, nothing too flash. And the basic setup here, just a small area for the amateur radio shack itself, and we'll have a look and see if we can make any contacts on CW or sideband. We'll put a CQ out on 14004 and see if we get anybody come back. I'm just putting a general CQ out. I'm not calling CQ contest, so hopefully we won't get too many time wasters. At the same time, we'll have a look on the reverse beacon. Keep an eye on the reverse beacon over here to see if we get any spots on 20 meters. And we have got a couple of spots over here, which are which are one into Germany, 14 dB it says, and one into France, 25 dB. So quite good here. I'll just have a look on the you can hear a weak. I can hear a weak. near a week. Golf 4 Baker Sierra Whiskey, Nigel in England. Well, that's quite good DX. $559 he gave me. He's about a 4, 7 and 9 with me. So the little antenna's working. Someone asking frequencies in use. Okay, well that went quite well. Not the best of conditions on the band for CW, but I'm quite happy to get the signal around to United Kingdom, sorry, and managed to have a nice QSO with Nigel Golf 4 Bravo Sierra Whiskey in the south of England. So now we're just moving up to sideband and have a listen round and see if we can hear anybody and if we can make any contacts on 20 meters sideband, still using 200 watts.
Looking for DX, Sugar 52 Delta Golf. CQ20, CQ20, CQDX, CQDX, Sugar 52 Delta Germany, Sierra 52 Delta Golf calling CQDX and listening.
Zulu Lima 3, X-ray, Denmark, Japan. Calling and listening.
Zulu Lima 3 X-ray Delta Japan. This is Sugar 52 Delta Golf. Thanks for your call from New Zealand. Your signal report is 557. 557. My name is Dushan, Delta Uniform Sugar Alpha November. Dushan,
QSL Dushan, Sugar 52 Delta X-ray from Zulu Lima 3 X-ray, Denmark, Japan, returning. Very good morning to you, Dushan. Thank you very much for returning to my call there, and thanks for the signal report. You are very, very strong here, 5 and 9, 5 and 9, and the name here is Brian, Bravo, Romeo, India, Alpha, November. The name is Brian, and we're located in the South Island of New Zealand, Dushan. Over.
Roger, Roger. QSL, Brian. QSL, 100% copy. Thank you very much for your call. It's a nice report from South Island of New Zealand. Okay, very good. Nice to meet you on frequency, Brian. I hope to catch you again. It's the morning here in Slovenia. It's raining. It's raining now. It's 14 degrees Celsius. Thanks for QSL, Brian. All the best from Slovenia to you and your family. Have fun. Have a nice weekend. And I hope to catch you again. Stay safe. ZL3 X-ray Delta Juliet S52DG.
Yeah, S52DG. Yes, thanks very much, Dushan. And nice to meet you, I think, for the first time. Very best wishes to you, and enjoy the rest of the weekend, my friend. Sugar 52 Delta Golf from Zulu Lima 3 X-ray, Denmark, Japan. Good morning, sir. Bye-bye.
Roger, thank you. 73 from Slovenia, Brian. Have fun. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. So there we go. Bad conditions, not fantastic this evening, but QSO on CW and the QSO on sideband, one into CW into United Kingdom and sideband QSO into Slovenia, and so I'm quite happy with that, considering the bands are really poor this evening. And let's hope the band conditions pick up. That just gives you a brief overall sort of view of the antennas outside, as I say, which are quite very basic. Nothing too elaborate out there. And the radio equipment in here, and a couple of nice DX QSOs. I call them DX because I normally try to get 10,000 miles plus with the small antennas. So that's it from the shack for this evening. It's about 8 degrees outside, and I think we're expecting a frost tomorrow and then a bit of snow on Sunday. So we're getting into winter here. But nice and warm inside with the we've got a log fire in the house, and obviously the radio is a good hobby for especially for the winter indoors. Thanks for watching, 73s everybody, and let's look forward to another wee video with a bit more better propagation in the future. Take care, enjoy yourselves, and hope to work you again. Hope to work you on the radio, and any comments or anything like that, just write them in the comments down below, and be appreciated. All the best. Take care. ZL3XDJ off and clear. Bye bye.